YouTube Kurt Curtis. So today I'm actually going to a card show. It is a non-sports card show. There is wrestling cards advertised to be there. Wrestling is kind of in that weird spot where it's technically a sports card, but it's technically not. So I don't know, but there's supposed to be wrestling cards at this card show. So my plan is to just go and look around. I'm going to be looking for wrestling cards, but I'm also going to be looking for other cards for inventory for my eBay store. Probably not like high-end stuff, but hopefully there's some value bins or something like that where I can, pick some stuff up like that for my eBay store, and hopefully pick up some wrestling cards for myself as well. Maybe pick up some sealed products so I can open it on the channel. So I don't know. There's a lot. But if I go there and everything's overpriced and I walk away with nothing, it's still fine. I'm just going to have a good time, walk around and check out everything. It's a non-sports card show, so there's going to be wrestling and UFC there, but I imagine there's going to be stuff like Marvel and Star Wars, Pokemon probably, and just all kinds of weird, obscure stuff that I've probably never even seen or heard of before. So I'm looking forward to this. Should be a good time. All right, guys, I just got back from the show. So my original plan was to actually film in there. However, once I got there, it was kind of like a smaller area, and it just kind of, I don't know, I kind of felt weird. It was more like a chill kind of vibe there. And I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable, putting a camera in front of people's faces and stuff and all that kind of thing. With that being said, even though it was a smaller show, I was overwhelmed by the stuff people had. It was insane. I was there for three and a half hours digging through stuff. And I could have been there more. I honestly wish I had more money to spend there. It was actually a lot of fun. And I picked up a lot of cool stuff, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Apologize, I didn't have footage of the actual place, but I don't know, maybe next time. But with that being said, prices were realistic. Like, people were wheeling and dealing, and I got some really good deals on stuff. There was actually a few vendors with wrestling cards. One mainly had wrestling cards, which I picked up the majority of the stuff, but there was other ones too. I was surprised. There was actually not that much Pokemon. There was lots of pop culture kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, there was just all kinds of stuff. Yeah, let me go through some of the stuff I picked up. Set up this camera. I'll start with the wrestling cards. So the prices you see on these cards I got for half of the price, and also a little bit less because he threw in some of the cards for free. So all the prices you see I paid less than half. So because I'm familiar with wrestling cards, I didn't comp any of these cards. I didn't need to comp them. I just felt like they were good deals from what I saw, and that's the advantage of knowing what you're looking at. But a lot of these cards will end up on my eBay store. Some of them I'll end up keeping and all that. Some of them I might hold to sell later. But lots of cool stuff here. JC Jane, Dante Chen, Blue Auto, less than $4. I just grabbed it. Finest Ember Moon out of 150 for less than $1. Carmella, less than $2. Candice LeRae out of 75, less than $1.50. Kevin Owens, less than $2.50. Candice LeRae out of 150. Here's Sasha Banks NXT card. These 2014 NXT cards are pretty sought after. The chrome versions are better than the paper versions here, but still, the 4 Horsewomen cards from that set are definitely desirable and sought after. So that was a good pickup, something I might hold on for a while. I picked up a lot of Rhea Ripley cards. Obviously, she's champ right now, and I don't know, a lot of people are digging her. So I got some of her cards for a good deal. Got a few purple prisms from 2022. The ringsides. People sleep on the ringside cards, even just the base ones. A lot of people like them and collect the full set. I love me some AJ Styles, probably just keeping this one. Topps Chrome out of 99 green. Raquel Gonzalez out of 99. Dexter Loomis out of 150. Naomi out of 25. Dolph Ziggler out of 50 from Finest. Here's another one of those NXT cards. This is Bailey. Those are sought after cards. Here's some new Prism undercard parallels. So they had new stuff too. Indy Hartwell. So 123 Kid. So this is one of those image variation ones that your average person wouldn't know just looking at it. But since I knew, I grabbed it. Those are really cool. Dana Brooke out of 99. Undercard. Bailey out of 299. Batista Blue Wave. The Blue Waves are not numbered, but these things are pretty rare. And they look sick. They're probably the best looking cards out of 2023 Prism, in my opinion. And there's more. Yokozuna out of 49 from Chronicles. See, here's a NXT 2014 Chrome version of Baron Corbin. The Miz out of 75 from Finest. Big E out of 75 from Finest. This old Jey Uso, like cracked dice from Chrome. 2 Asuka NXT first cards. Roman Reigns Chronicles out of 199. Gigi Dolan out of 49. Xia Li auto for less than $4. Xavier Woods auto less than $4. Nia Jax auto out of 99, less than $250. Here's a bunch of the mezzanine cards. Even though these are base cards, those, you know, these are obviously like the Blaster exclusives from Select. So even the base cards are like sought after. I feel like a lot of people are collecting the full set of those. So even the base cards are people want them, and they can hold some value, more than you would expect for just like a base card. Papa Shango, Terry Funk, Bailey, Bobby Lashley. Here's a Nikki ASH out of 50 out of Finest. These were in value bins. Yeah, pretty cool. I did pick up some other wrestling cards from another booth, not that many though. Here's a Zelina Vega auto out of 25. So the reason I picked this up is because she just had a huge showing at the Backlash pay-per-view in Puerto Rico, and even though she lost to Rhea Ripley, like obviously no one expected her to win, people were loving her, and I feel like I want to strike when the iron's hot, so I picked this card up to flip it like right away. I don't know if I'm going to auction or buy it now and take offers, but I feel like this would be the time to sell something like this, so I grabbed this. Definitely had to pay up for it though. I didn't pay these prices, I got a bundle deal, but still it was pretty expensive. Got a Rey Mysterio rookie, another one of the Bailey NXT cards, got a Jacqueline TNA TriStar card, and then Stardust shirt relic, which is pretty funny. You know, Cody Rhodes is obviously on top of the mountain right now, so I don't know. I figured I'd just grab that for fun. And that mostly does it for the wrestling cards. I did pick up, they had a lot of Game of Thrones cards. I did pick up some Game of Thrones cards. These are cool. I'm not going to be flipping these. I'm not going to be selling these. I'm going to be keeping them. These are my 3 favorite characters from Game of Thrones. So I picked up autos. I do not know that much about Game of Thrones cards, so I just picked these up because I thought they were cool. I got a bundle deal on them. I didn't pay the sticker price. Melisandre auto. These things can be expensive. I feel like I got a steal on these because if you look online, like trying to get some of these autos, like they're either not that many or they're just ridiculous price. So it was a steal. Joffrey, come on now, Joffrey. In Game of Thrones, Joffrey is straight up my favorite character. He is such a good villain. Like no one liked him. He's such a good actor too. It's a shame that he retired from acting after Game of Thrones because he was so good. Like everyone hated him. I loved him. I thought he was the best character by far. He's just such a piece of shit. It was great. And then same with Cersei too. She was just such a like conniving bitch. It was so great. The Lannisters in general were my favorite family because whenever they were on screen, it was just the most interesting. So yeah, I picked up these 3 autos. They're really cool. Like I said, I don't know a lot about Game of Thrones cards. I'm not going to be selling them. Probably going to keep these. Might end up slabbing them later just for a personal collection. So let me move the camera here. Here is a bunch of all this stuff I got from one vendor too. It's a bunch of like base sets and stuff like that. And I also got these 3 boxes of Gone with the Wind cards sealed. Basically I paid $15 a piece for these boxes, which made these, I basically paid like $4.16 for each box here, which is really good deal. Here we have 2017 WWE Topps Heritage, and like I'm not going to go through all of them. It would take too much time. but I'll just give you an idea of what these cards look like. I mean, they're like mint condition, and I'll just post these separately on eBay. But I know like the Liv Morgan card alone is worth like at least $5, like right here. So like I sell that and I basically get my money back, and then all the rest will be, you know, profit. And I'm sure there's other cards just that have some value too, and a lot of them won't have that much, but I thought that was a good deal to grab those. Picked up this stack of Benchwarmer cards. These things sell all the time for me on eBay, even just the base cards. Like they sell all day for like $2 a piece. Like people love these, and I didn't have this set because I had a big haul of Benchwarmer cards like a while ago, and like I'm still selling them off. Like, so I didn't recognize these ones. I didn't have them listed in my store already, so I grabbed this, you know, for like a little over $4. Also picked up some Game of Thrones base card sets. This set I was a little bit familiar with, but not really. I'm not going to show you guys all of them because it's just it'll take too long. But I'll just show you the design for these cards are really cool. Let me just grab one. Yeah, they're really cool looking cards. And I think there's like 9 different images of each character. And then if you put them in like a binder, the 9 will form like a big picture of the character. So those are really cool. They're just base cards. And there was 2 series 1 and 2. So that's like the complete set for both series. So, but I'll list those individually in my store. And then here's like season 6 set and 100 cards, and season 8 set of 60 cards. Yeah, I'll just list those individually. I mean, for getting them that cheap, you know, like a little over $4, like if I only have to sell a few cards, and then I make my money back. And then when the rest sell, it's profit. Obviously, stuff like that isn't fast sellers, but it's just stuff to fill your store up, and over time, yeah, you can make some money. So these Gone with the Wind cards, this is so random. I actually have been reading this book recently. I'm in the middle of this book right now. And then I saw these Gone with the Wind boxes sealed. The guy only wanted $15 a box. I didn't comp anything except for these things. When you're at these shows, it's like you can comp stuff, but like it's gonna take you forever. Like if I sat there and comped like all these cards, like you just gotta like kind of go with your gut and a lot of stuff. But I did comp these, and right now you can't get these for less than $50 on eBay. So I might just open one just for fun, just to see how they are, and then sell the other 2. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. It's just random. I just happened to be reading the book when I happened to see these, and they happened to be a cheap price, so I picked them up. And then last up, the show does like exclusive promo cards. So like these were the promo cards for the show. So these are just free when you enter. And I don't know, they were made just for the show by different artists and stuff. So I highly doubt these will hold any value, but I don't know. It's cool. There's the show. Nice stack of free cards. And they also had a stack of like old promos from previous shows, I guess. So I got these as well for free. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching. It was a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna go to a show like this again in the future, hopefully with more money, because I got a lot of cool stuff for myself and a lot of inventory for my eBay store, so it was a win-win, and everyone there was pretty nice. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.